Hello everyone and welcome back. Today, as you can see, I've made a start on digging a hole. Now I've got hit a bit of a problem because it's going to be a gate post on here, what I'm wanting, because this wall's fallen down and I had a brainwave and thought, instead of doing wall up, why don't we put a gate post in and then build wall up, you know, make myself more work. But we've hit like rock down there or whatever it is, solid bloody, at the start what you saw, the drill and some drill bits, my hammer drill to try and peck it out because that's all I've got. In an ideal world, what I've always wanted is a mini digger for doing jobs like this, but you know, I love the pain, so I've got to carry on like this. So this post, what I want to put in is going to be the hanging post, so the gate comes, let me just step back, so the gate hangs on at this side, that's your clamp, your latching post, so it opens this way and up against the wall and then back like that. That's what I want it to happen, but we're just trying to dig this hole out first. Spent about 2 hours this morning and that's all I've managed to do. I've got an hour till milking and I've got to fetch the cows, so I'm hopefully just going to come and just make it a little bit bigger. Well, there's profit gone on this job. I'll be 5 minutes, I'll go and get another, because I think we've got another one. Then I'll come back, have another go at it. So good morning everyone, because it is morning. I went back and fetched my pick, came back here, had about 10 minutes before fetching the cows, so I thought I'm going to crack on and get this, do a bit, because I was delayed and everything. So I've been back, done that, and then I've come back after milking last night, spent another 10 minutes. You'll see what I've done is I've changed my mind a bit, because once you start something, what I always do is, once you start something and you go away and you leave it doing something else, you're always thinking about it. And I've come up with the plan, well, an idea. I've sort of left this area and dug it further in that way because I want it further under the wall. So I've taken a bit of the wall away and trying to scratch a bit out there. I've got my drill with me with 2 extra batteries, so hopefully we can scratch a bit more out. So I've got about 2.5 hours before dinner, so I'll crack on and get this done. So it's just 9 o'clock now at night. I've had a good day at it. I spent this morning at it, went this afternoon, did fetch the cows, helped milk, and then I've just come back after tea and just had another 1.5 hours at it. But this is all I've managed to get out because it's so hard going. I'm having to peck it all out with me drill, and that's as much as I've pecked out. So what I've got is a thin layer of soil, and then I've had to peck all the way here down to there. And we've still got a little bit further to go. I've already got my gate stumps because my dad makes them. He's got a concrete mould that he makes them with. And these ones have been made for a few years because we've got a good stack of them. So I'll put one of them in, but I have to go near enough 3 foot down for it to be level with the hinges, since the holes are already made ready for the hinges, so I know where the gate's sitting, so I have to go 3 foot down. And it's near enough when I stand here. So if I be here to there's nearly 3 foot on my shoes. So there's 1, there's 2. So we're about 2.5, and it has to be near enough 3 foot. So yeah, we'll head back now. Resume tomorrow. Yeah, it's not fun this really. I don't regret doing it. It's just probably know why no one's ever put gate stumps on here. Probably for this reason, but I mean it'd be just ideal if you had a mini digger or a pecker. I have got one of them peckers that you hold, but you need electric, and of course, where am I going to get that round here? So hello everyone, welcome back to second, third day doing this. We've brought the stump, which you've seen, it's sat there. It's afternoon now, so I brought the stump, dug a great rock more out, and then I've been back for dinner, come back again, and dug some even more out. So that's where I'm up to. I've got this threaded bar so I know my length, but I'll show you an idea that I've had in a minute. But that's how deep we've gone. We haven't hit Australia yet, or we haven't heard the kangaroos on the other side of that stone. But my God, it's taking some doing. My hands are just shaking all the time from all the pecking at it and doing, because I never would have thought it'd be this bad. I would have thought that it'd have started there, gone all the way down, and I've managed to dig it out to there. But the only problem that I've got, the problem is that the fact that I'm trying to get it deep enough in one area, and then I'll have to try and make it big enough for the stump to go in. Because it slopes down, I'm trying to peck it like that, keep going down, and of course that's what I'm going to have, width and everything, so it's going to have to be all the way out to here. And the idea that I've had is the fact that these are pre-holed, as you can see. These aren't the hinges that you're supposed to use. You're supposed to use them on the thread that go right through, and you tighten the nut up here and have the hinge at that side. But I came up with the idea is, if I got threaded bar, put threaded bar all the way through, and bolt that onto there, covering the hole up, it'd stick the hinge down more, so in here, instead of there, so the gate would sit lower. That was the only alternative I can think of, is if I can't get it any deeper. But then the only problem I have then is the stump will be out the ground higher, and it'd sit higher than the wall, which isn't bad, because what I can always do is higher the wall to where it wants to be, because I like it with the gate post the same height as the wall. So I can easily just hire the wall, because it's a bit of a bad wall there. It's not, it's not very good. But I'll definitely not be in a rush to dig this side out, because it's just mentally it's doing my head in, because I'm pecking and pecking and pecking, and I'm only getting a little bit out. It's like gravel. Just look what I'm getting out, throwing out. It's like little bits, and it's just so slow going, and I need to go and change my battery. So yeah, hopefully I'll come back tonight again after milking and peck a bit more and go a bit deeper, and then we'll just have to go from there, see how we can go on. Now the only problem that I've got is I haven't brought my spirit level. So I'm going to have to walk back and get that. So you wait there. So I just banged a few stones in just to hold it in place, because if I didn't do that it'd be on its side or something. I've got it all bob on level, well level with what I want, because it's slowly sloped that way a touch. The gate's going to sit down on the floor at that end, which is what you want because you don't want any weight on the gate. It's square this side, which is flush. The problem is I'm trying to get it square with that wall there, as you can see, and I'm trying to get it square with this wall here, which is what I've about got. I wanted it sticking out this side a bit, if I haven't said already, because the gate wants to sit back against the wall, because if it hits the wall it'll stick out that way, and of course this is the way that we drive through, so it's going to be a pain, and then I'd have to move wall and do. So that's why it's this side, and the wall's sticking out at the back of this side. So yeah, we're about there, and our hinges should be about square, because the bottom one, the gate sits a little bit lower, so it'll be like level with the top of that stone there, that one there. It'll sit level, so it won't be dragging on the floor, because you don't want that, and it won't be too high, hopefully, that stuff can get under it. So yeah, I'm happy at that. All we'd have to do is lift wall up a bit and make a nice job of that, but that's for another day. So what you're next going to see me doing is mixing some concrete to put round there. Now I might move a few stones when I come back with it, because I'll put it in JCB bucket, mix me concrete, bring it over and tip it in. So I might move a few stones so it sits a bit more comfy round the stump, because I really need to get it strong in here, because it sits a little bit higher than what I'd have liked it, the stump, and you know, tractors outcut at it and you want it strong, so I might move a few stones about. So yeah, you'll see me in a minute mixing some concrete.
city of life got heavy, and the music led the way. Packed up his old guitar, left the high-rise behind. Now he's playing bars in Nashville, looking for a sign. They're chasing country dreams down the dirt road tracks, leaving all they know, never looking back. Trading in the fast lane for a slower kind of tune, finding out the truth beneath the southern moon. They're chasing country dreams where the heart beats loud, singing about their story, standing out in the crowd. From the city lights to the rolling green, they're all chasing country dreams. She was a singer in the city, Broadway bright as day, but the song she sang felt empty in a world so far away. Bought herself a ticket, one way to Tennessee. Now she's writing songs about a heartache in the places she's been free. They're chasing country dreams down the dirt road tracks, leaving all they know, never looking back. Trading in the fast lane for a slower kind of tune, finding out the truth beneath the southern moon. They're chasing country dreams where the heart beats loud, singing about their story, standing out in the crowd. From the city lights to the rolling green, they're all chasing country dreams. There's a DJ from Miami spinning country hits, a ranger from Ireland writing songs that fit, a poet from Chicago with a southern drawl. They're all chasing something real, something worth it all. They're chasing country dreams down the dirt road tracks, leaving all they know, never looking back. Trading in the fast lane for a slower kind of tune, finding out the truth beneath the southern moon. They're chasing country dreams where the heart beats loud, singing about their story, standing out in the crowd. From the city lights to the rolling green, they're all chasing country dreams. Yeah, they're all chasing country dreams, finding out what country really means. From the bright city lights to the small town scenes, they're all chasing country dreams.
So there we go, the finishing touch, putting the gear on. We've done what we can now, so we'll just have to let it set because it's still wet. William's milking, so me and Ruby have just come back here now, just before we have to go back, and just came and wet it again because it is set. And we did mix probably a bit too much, but it's better mixing too much than not enough, because since it isn't in, it's in far enough, but like I kept saying, I was worrying how high the gate's going to be in that, and the ground maybe wants lifting, because all this, where I've dug it out, it's all that wants pushing up against it and maybe levelling a bit off, depending how the gate's going to sit. But yeah, we've done really well with that, and we'll come back tonight after tea and just wet it again, because I've got plenty of water, and just let it settle overnight, and by tomorrow morning or tomorrow I'll start messing with wall. But it would be nice, I haven't got a gate yet, because I need to know how that's going to sit up against it, because I don't want built wall and it hit the gate and the gate sit like that. So yeah, we haven't bothered taking chain off because we didn't want to start messing, pulling on stump and doing and dragging chain in concrete. So yeah, we'll leave that as it is, and it's sitting just grand there still. So the next video you'll see is me building the wall up, putting hinges on. Hopefully I get a gate. I'm getting what I've decided is a 15-foot gate, which will be pushing it longer. It's a 14-foot really. 14 foot from here to the wall, but I'm going to put a 15-foot on, and when time comes I'm hoping to widen it out, because you want it wider, because since we come from this direction, swoop in, it's more likely to get hit. and if you push that side out, it makes it more appealing for driving in at an angle, because you can only go that way because wall's there. So if you put a stump here, it'll make it look more presentable. And of course I've put the stump this side the wall, so I have made the gateway a little bit narrower. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully all goes well with this. No more problems. One thing's for sure, digging that out, I'm glad to see the back of, and I very much doubt it should go anywhere with them footings in there. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.